Jello, what are you talking about? About time you responded to my sub? I had a whole ass stream named after you. It was like, because Jello said so. You didn't even notice. Was the one that was like Apex leggings. No, you did it again? Wait, what? No way. I don't have the notification from that one. I wonder why. Oh no. That's 13 months. Yay. Wow, 8 months on a gift card? That's kind of insane. Wait, Jello. Okay, now I gotta look for it. I'm gonna look for it. Where's the thing? Yeah, I have the September 24th was start streaming. Am I looking at the wrong thing? I feel like a butthead now. Yeah, okay. I see it. From 24 days ago. Damn, boy! It was definitely a long time. Oh no. I can't wait to show you what I'm working on right now. I just have to check that my name is not on it. Because it's gonna be French related! Cool angry emotes? Yes! I don't have any happy emotes, do I? I guess I don't. I have like the deadpan, just plain-faced bucket head, evil-ass raccoon, and a grumpy hedgehog. And then a hedgehog that is falling like a meteor from space. That does, you can't even tell. But he has angry eyebrows. And then Cora. Maybe I will be the streamer with 0 happy emotes. That'll be my thing. You got any suggestions? I could definitely stand to trade out some emotes and make better ones. Just going through my files. I have 41.37 gigabytes of French teaching materials. Takes a little while to find what the fuck I'm even looking for. That is a lot of stuff. It is a ton of stuff. It is quite literally too much stuff. Alrighty. I think this will work. We'll just do a blank page. And... it's still only at 1/3 of Call of Duty? No way! Oh, that's not what I want. Display capture 1. That's what I want. Okay, so I have to make a quiz. I would probably take all the questions and put them somewhere else anyways, but I need to at least start. This could be of interest, actually. It's a quiz. I taught my kids technology related stuff. Kind of dumb, but useful. Like basic stuff, like knowing what is a mouse and a screen and a keyboard and like buttons, stuff like that, and like the on button and like action verbs to go with it. Like we talk about like, oh, it doesn't work, it crashed, or turn on, turn off, stuff like that, so you can describe like what you're doing, or click on this, open that. But then at the same time, what else did we learn? We're still learning about like coursework. It's so stupid. Like how to say like what classes you're taking, I don't understand why this unit is built the way that that it is. But the technology part is really cool. A lot of the kids don't even know this shit in English. So it was interesting, like talking about browsers. Like, you know, like you and I were talking about browsers last night. It's relevant. People have conversations like this in real life. So, you know, it's kind of worth. I kind of like briefly showed them internet slang, but a lot of it's not nice. And I had to tell the kids like, okay, you know, some things people say on the internet are not good to say, but they say them anyway. We're gonna learn or look at things people say. What? Tiberius? No fucking way, dude. Holy shit. Dude, welcome to Derp Squad stream. Thank you for the subscription. You really didn't have to do that. Thank you. Or should I say merci beaucoup? Enjoy your emotes though. I made them myself and they're not that good. What else are we learning? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I taught them the slang. And like some things are not nice. And so it was kind of funny. Like there's a few ways to say like dumbass without the ass and just insult people. So I taught them that today. That was fun. You didn't show anything I say? What do you mean? Just know French before you take it, so you didn't show anything. Huh. Hi, Ben! Busy being confused, don't mind me. Jello equals bad. Oh, don't show them anything you say because what you say is bad. Got it. Sorry for the black screen. I don't know, Jello. I feel like you're pretty tame, at least in the Derp Squad. At least when I'm around. I think you know what's acceptable behavior at this point. I'm not too worried. You really think Jello equals bad? Facts. Jello bad as fuck, no cap. Alright, if we talking about badass, then yeah, we're good. It depends on what kind of bad we're talking about. Because I was thinking in terms of like good, bad versus like, you know, in terms of like behavior. Since I was just talking about internet slang and like things you're probably not supposed to say. But if Ben's saying Jello's a badass, yeah, bad as fuck. I could see that. I could go with that. Oh, this quiz, this is terrible. Match the computer icon you would choose to perform each of the following. The computer icons don't even look like this. Look at this old ass book. Acid, hey! Hello, V-Gates. S dear. Oh, is it going? Look at these icons. They're so bad. Ew. Gross. Who uses books? My thought exactly. I have books for my classes where they can read stuff. Like little mini chapter books of actually interesting stories. Like actual stories, not just like, and the cow jumped over the moon, the end. But they don't read a lot else. They only read for fun. This book is fucking stupid. And the actual colleague I work with, the French teacher, the other French teacher, actually uses this garbage. She says it's easier because all she has to do is make photocopies of it. I'm like, bruh, do you realize it's so much harder to grade this shit? Ugh. There's so many individual questions. You have to grade each single one. Not worth. How's it going? It's going all right. Acid. I literally just came out of a therapy session, and my therapist basically taught me today that sometimes you just have to deal with it. And I'm like, that sounds really risky if you don't talk about it in detail. What if you're like an abuse victim or something, or like some sort of abusive situation, and like you're trying to get out of it? Like, that doesn't necessarily sound like the smartest thing to advise. Is just whatever you're feeling that's negative, just get over it. I don't know. She's trying to help, but you know, she's new, and we definitely see things differently. So I have work to do, and it's not work hours, so I'm just gonna get over it and do it now, even though it's 6 p.m. almost. How are you guys doing? Anything new? You're on TikTok today. I saw that. Bye. I don't know if they hear you or not. I hear you a little. Have fun. Stay warm. Satsu's taking Cora out. I want weed. You go get some dandelions, maybe. Are you guys gonna play Overwatch? I wanna come. Like this. Alright. The questions and half of this is in English. But the language they're trying to learn is in French. Doesn't make any sense. The school tells everyone we teach an immersion program, but if you use the resources that they bought for us to use, it's actually garbage. Alright. I'm thinking I'm gonna change this up a lot, but I'll do what I can to not give myself more work. Tout le monde, everyone est frustré dans la salle d'informatique. There we go. I don't have a way to type accent marks since I'm on Windows. Rest in peace, Derp. Can't wait to have like a Mac that could stream. That'd be so fun. Everyone's frustrated in computer class. En classe. On avait beaucoup de problèmes. Had lots of problems. On a eu. I'll put it in a different past tense so lower level kids can still understand it. Calculatrice. D'abord, c'est ma montre, puis ma calculatrice. First, it's my watch, then my calculator. Maintenant, now, mon ordinateur, my computer, ne something pas. The word in the blank is going to be marche. Now my computer doesn't work. Rien ne something aujourd'hui. Nothing works today. Je ne sais pas. I don't know what to do. Je ne sais pas quoi faire. Here, let's make all the blanks the exact same size. There we go. 3 fois que je perds Mon document. Oh, that actually sucks. I don't know what to do. It's now 3 times that I've lost my document. Didn't save and crashed. That's the worst ever. J'ai eu mal à something in session. I had issues opening a session. Opening a doc. Oui, j'ai... This is how I get accent marks, guys. I gotta fucking draw in the box the letter with the accent mark on it. That's so unprofessional. Okay. Anyway. And then copy and paste them. That's another good one. J'ai téléchargé un virus. Then I downloaded a virus? You dumb fuck. How is that possible in computers class? Tu vas... Oh. Everything went wrong depuis que j'ai commencé. Mes recherches sur internet. Everything went wrong when I started researching online. Je fais tout ce que je peux, mais les images sur ne sont pas claires. Ça. Oops, forgot to S. I'm doing everything I can, but the images on the screen are not clear. That pisses me off. The end. Hi, Star Fox! Want to see some French? You might actually be interested in this because it's computers related. Not really super fun, but I have to make a quiz. I'm trying to think of like something I can do reasonably with students who are super struggling. Because the course I'm making this for is French 3. If you think about it, so they're in French 3 right now. Last year they would have taken French 2, which is like all online, like during quarantine and stuff, and then during hybrid and all that BS. So they like didn't really get much out of level 2. A lot of them are super behind were behind last year. And my school district gave everyone a COVID pass, meaning if you failed any course last year, they just passed you anyway on principle, citing COVID. It's just COVID problems. Don't worry about it. You can take whatever next classes, so you won't be held back a year. But in classes like, you know, science and math and world languages, where you actually need to understand the beginning basic level stuff, the kids are like super failing this year. And so that was level 2, and level 1 is when we first went into quarantine and school basically died. Like March 13th 2020, we stopped teaching pretty much. Most of those kids didn't get anything. So needless to say, they're super weak. So I'm trying to find things that they can do that's not too hard. But, you know, I'm gonna do what I can. Too bad you're streaming right now. You could actually learn some French like you wanted to. Oh well. But I'm gonna try and make it easy. Des phrases avec des mots de... Oh. Des phrases logiquement. I'll give him a word box. How about that? Yeah, but you're streaming. You gotta do stuff. Isn't that like something you can only do for a little while? You're not gonna learn anything right now. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you were available, I could show you some cool stuff. That's okay. Always be another time. I know, I see you, I see you. I'm here too. Alright. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna need to change this activity entirely, but I'm just gonna write it down right now. So it gives me something to think about. How you doing, Starfox? Do you like today? I kinda do, but I've been the busiest almost I've ever been this whole school year today. Oh, it's taking a lot of work. You're sad? Why are you sad? Oh no! Is it serious? Is everything gonna be okay? Oh, so it is really serious. Wow. There's a lot going on in your life right now. Holy shit, Starfox. I'm sorry to hear that. I feel like with you, it's like one thing after the next after the next. There's no break. Well, I hope you're able to make peace with it in whatever way, whether it's going to see that person or calling them, just sending some, you know, good vibes or whatever it is that you need to do. That stinks. That's really sad. I have no idea what to do in situations like that. Because it's like, what can you do, you know? It's almost like too much for me to process. Oh, sorry. I'm all about problem solving. I know I can't do anything around this or whatever, but I guess I'm wondering out loud, you know? Like what do people do? I don't like these words at all. I think I'm gonna change this so much. Don't worry about it right now. I'm just gonna type it and it's gonna be typed and then that's it. Some of the things my kids know, I'm kind of like teaching them essentials right now. And some of the stuff in the questions are non-essentials. I don't know if you ever had that, like in your lessons or courses that you had to take. Like a lot of times teachers will just give you materials just because it's something related to the content, but like they don't give a direction. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't make sense. It's not relevant, but they just give it to you anyway and be like, yeah, you probably need to know this. You should definitely practice it. And you're like, okay, but then you never use it and never becomes relevant to you and you question like, what was the fucking point of that? Change it to German suddenly? I would need your help on how to even say any of these things. How's your German going, Acid? Are you still practicing with your friends? Like, okay, this vocab box is the most random ever, and it comes straight from this text. This means like works, like whether something's functional or not. This means what, but it's part of an expression that doesn't translate directly to what. This means to like turn on, like with electric energy. Screen, like a computer screen. This means bothers me. So somewhere in a sentence, something's bothering me. This is open. This is across, but it actually is part of an expression that doesn't translate that way. And this is it does. What are these fucking words? This whole unit was about computers and technology. Why would those words be in a box? Doesn't make any sense. What's dia? Is that Finnish? Or is that just what it sounds like? Dia? Oh yeah, I guess it does kind of sound like dia. I'll take a lesson if you got one at some point. I can change you for French. I love language learning. I think that'd be fun. As long as it's not serious. I don't want to, like, have to know everything all of a sudden. Alright, what are the other activities here? I don't like most of these, so maybe I shouldn't type up the ones that are no good. Like, I just typed this one up and I kind of hate it. Complete Madame Michaud's statements with an appropriate vocabulary word. Number 1. People use the blank to print a document. Number 2. You need a blank to find a website. Browser. In general, people use the something, not the keyboard, to choose a link. Mouse. To change a text in a document, you choose blank. Change the text in a document? How would you change a text in a document? What would you click on to change a text in a document? Strong R doesn't hurt. Dear sounds like dia. Dia. Yeah, I've heard German before, but not a lot. But I think I can kind of envision that one in my mind a little bit, or conceptualize that. The dia. It almost sounds like there's a Y in there, like D-I-Y-A, because that R rolls off differently. That's kind of cool. Is that... Now, does Finnish have a strong R? Because I think the one in German is a bit softer in general, if I remember correctly. Alright, I'm definitely not going to use all these questions. But let's see. And like the directions don't even have anything to do with anything. It's just fill in the blank with a random vocabulary word. But it says complete Madame Michaud's statements. Who the fuck is Madame Michaud? Like what? It's so irrelevant. Complète ces phrases avec my accent mark. Complète ces phrases avec. Complete these sentences with un mot de vocabulaire. Un mot de technologie. Logique. Logical technology word. Alright. We'll do numbers on these ones. In fact, we'll number the other ones too. Numéro 1, numéro 2. Oops. 4. Later. I always do that. 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Ok. Anyway. On utilise the German R comes more from the throat and Finnish R is more the tongue. Yeah. Okay, that is a really good way of putting it. I think the French R is more from the throat too. Ugh. And then the American English R, I don't know about the British one. I feel like they're probably the same, but the American one is also like up in the front of your mouth, like your tongue. Yeah, your tongue has to go like way up in the front for an American R. And then like for the French one, your tongue, instead of going up in the front, it actually goes up like towards the back. The you can roll it, you can also not roll it, but it tends to roll when you lift your tongue all the way back here by your throat. I think that's what the Germans do too. I'm gonna get like a hoodie or something. I'm so cold. Okay, I'm back. What was I doing? This one. What is it? Acid? Your sentence? Verflucht? Gamertag inspired a sentence? Do we get to know? Bro, I fucking hate this. This memory recall is such a bad idea. It's like, what if you don't remember this one word? Like, you have to get the whole thing wrong? That's not good. Ein verfluchtes Haus. A cursed house. Good for Halloween. I like it. I like it. I'm like trying not to just break everything. I'm turning these pages, looking through this stupid ass book to see if there's any inspiration I can take out of it. And it's so bad. Like, one of the activities says, you're helping some friends understand their schedules. Use the verb suivre, which means to follow, and the words below to write sentences telling what courses everyone is taking, which makes sense. The French uses a verb that means to follow when they're talking about what classes they're taking. So in English, we say, I take a class. In French, they say, I follow a class. You know, that's an okay concept. That's not hard to get past. But then it gives suggestions on like what you could write about. And it tells you a person's name and then the name of a course. So literally all you have to do is just say person's name, put the verb in the sentence. The verb in the sentence is the task, and then the name of the course. So you literally only have to know how to conjugate the verb. Like, I follow, you follow, he follows, she follows, we follow. Like, why even bother asking them to write sentences if all you want to do is have them fucking know how to conjugate the verb? Like, write the different forms of the verb. That's so dumb. I'm not gonna ask them to do that either. Oh, so it's gonna be harder than I thought. Oh, I know why. I know why. I know why. Capital letters in German are used on nouns. So in languages like Finnish and English, capital letters go on things that we call proper nouns, meaning official names. Like a person has their own name that goes to just that one person. For example, you call me Derp, you call me Phil. It gets technically a capital letter because that is the person's given name, right? Or chosen name. If you're talking about the name of a city, like Paris, the name of a country, like France, those get capital letters because they are proper nouns, right? But in German, you actually capitalize the letters of all nouns, even what we call common nouns, like the word for table or house, right? They're not like any special kind of thing. Anyone could have a table or a house or whatever, but they're still capitalized in German. It helps the reader identify which is the most important word, aka what are the topics of the sentence. I would say school books are expensive here but they're probably way cheaper than what you can get in Finland. However, the quality can be less. So like if you are buying a book that is published by an American publisher and you're trying to learn German, think about it, Acid. If you want to learn German and you buy an American book, you're asking Americans who don't know fucking shit to teach you German? May not be in your best interest. Now, if you're on a budget, obviously, then it's a great idea. But you probably would do better buying a book from Germany meant for people who are moving to Germany and trying to learn. So like we have programs here in schools called ESL, English as a second language, ESL, right? We have English courses for students who go to the ESL programs. Like maybe someone moved here from Mexico, or maybe they moved here from Finland. They moved here from somewhere else where they don't speak English all the time. The person probably has a lower level English proficiency than someone who is their same age, but grew up speaking English, right? So they take a special ESL English class, whereas everyone else takes like just the normal English class. Whatever resources you could get for like the German version of that would probably be your best bet. So immigrant students going to Germany and going to school, you want those German language course books. Those are always better. Also, you run the risk if you buy from an American publisher of like textbooks and stuff, you run the risk of of encountering a lot more errors. American publishers are really messy, and it's usually because people who work in America are not happy, so they're not very good at their jobs. So yeah, definitely. And I can help you look for stuff too, because I know more French publishers, but even French people, like because it's right next to Germany, they have some connections with like German learning resources, so just let me know if you can't find anything. I can always ask some colleagues if they have recommendations. Fail equals gamer, not sure what that's related to. Yeah, I mean, how big is the book you're talking about? Whoa.
Boom. I've known you for 23 months.
It feels like so much longer than that. Thank you, Darth Derp. I'm working right now. This sucks. Now I feel better. I'm trying to come up with a quiz for these students who just did a unit on like technology, like learning about computers and the internet, like internet slang. But yeah, the resources I have are actual garbage. That's probably why I don't have a quiz. I probably was like, took one look at this and was like, fuck that, we're not doing that. I'm not inventing a new quiz. Acid, it depends. Like, look, this book is huge. This is a very large book. It has over 400 pages of activities. Now, I don't think this is a high quality book, but it's massive, right? This is just an activity book. Now, I have like textbooks. Like, this is the book like students would actually learn out of and has like the lessons in them and like notes and stuff. Quiz, no? Oh my god, you're a bad person. Darth, why do you do this? Alright, looks like the textbook is also about 400 pages, right? This is a big book. In the United States, you can get this book brand new from the publisher for like $70, which is probably about the same price as what you can get it for in Finland, but then you'd have to ship it all the way to Finland, so it becomes more expensive. But for reference, I got some books from France for cheaper, and they're better quality. The only thing is that they're smaller. Like, look, this is a book I got from France. It's not a textbook that is like to teach you the entire language. I have ones that look just like this that are textbooks, so I'm just going to use it as an example. It's the closest example that's like near my desk. I have textbooks that teach you the lessons and they have notes in them, and like you're supposed to learn the language out of them. And you know, this book is way thinner, okay? Now it's not exact, but the textbooks from France are about just under half of the size of the American ones. And they're supposed to be, both of them are supposed to be 1 year of resources. This is like 127 pages, okay? And you can get this for like $20 to $30. So now we're talking decent prices, right? Because if you're paying shipping from a European publisher from Germany, buying something for $20 to $30 and shipping it to Finland is going to be way cheaper than shipping something 2 to 3 times the weight from the United States to Finland, you know? I'm not saying the American books are not worth. Since you're an English speaker, it could be useful for you to get the American ones. Because they use English as the background and they explain everything about German in English. Whereas if you go to the German versions, usually they don't use any English because they don't know which country people are coming from when they need to learn in school how to speak German, you know? So if you want to challenge yourself and you want it cheaper and you want it higher quality, go German. If you're worried about like your abilities and you think you might need more help, go American. But it probably just won't be as good or as accurate because Americans always fuck up. Whoa! Rob! Hey. We're talking business right now. 272 pages? That's not bad. Yeah, well, I already said the American book costs about $75 and the French book costs about $30. So 75 and 30. What's going on, Rob? You still awake? It's almost the middle of the night, isn't it? I'm trying to make a quiz, but I don't like any of the resources I have, so I'm like kind of getting off track, kind of brainstorming. We'll see what happens. I have to make a quiz about technology, and I have to do a teacher project that goes to the government that proves that I'm a good teacher. The new layout? Oh yeah, you do? Thank you. I appreciate it. This is just my show off what I'm doing, but don't make it the center of attention screen. I call it show off on my stream deck. It's the show off button, as opposed to the normal just display capture. I made the raccoon though. Did I tell you that? That's one of my emotes. Look, look, look. You guys got it. Can you put it in chat? Show Rob my my hee 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 hee. Darth Rob's in Scotland. You remember him? Yes, Tiberius, first time chat. Thank you. That was so worth. Hope you guys are playing some games right now. I returned when you were drawing raccoon? Okay, I couldn't remember. You have a better memory than me. 4, not 5, one is smaller than the other. Wait, what? My books for the car stuff cost €550 for 5 books. Acid, you gotta think about like what goes into making books. Like people have to learn everything, and then they have to write down the essentials and then make it in a like express it in a way where people who don't know anything can understand and also learn. It's a really complex process. Like just writing shit down that you know isn't necessarily helpful. So editing is really difficult, writing is really difficult, and taking years of your life to like learn all this stuff in the first place obviously is a huge process. So it makes sense that books can be expensive, especially if they're books meant to teach you something. Now, if it's a book that's like just for fun, you know, the price is dependent on what people are willing to pay. Like if it's Harry Potter, that's used to be really popular, so the books used to cost a lot. Now that Harry Potter is decades old, you can buy them for cheap because everyone knows the story already. It's like there's no secrets, it's no big deal, you know? But yeah, educational books tend to cost more. That's just how it be, dude. How you doing though, Rob? Since it's almost the middle of the night. I hope you're up for fun and not because you can't sleep or something. Alright, I think maybe I'll put in a reading comprehension. This might be the one thing I keep. Hey! Time for dinner, Toodles? Okay, have something good. Next time, help make it. Bye, Darth. Surviving, that's a good word. I will borrow that and say I also am surviving. It's like, I like today, but it's busy as fuck. Like, for reference, I wasn't able to eat my lunch because I had students all over the place, and like we have to wear masks at work while they're all over the place. So like what I mean by that is I had students come see me for lunch because they needed stuff or were failing or whatever, and I was supposed to help them. So I missed my lunch and then had to like cram eating at some random intervals after that. And then I was late to get to the high school because I teach in 2 buildings. I teach in the middle school and then the high school. And I was like late to class by like almost 2 minutes because of all the crazy stuff with the younger kids when I had lunch. And then And then I just taught. I was with kids from like that point that I was late until the rest of the school day. And like I literally didn't even have time to go to the bathroom today. Like when you're with students, you're legally not allowed to leave them alone. Even if they're with each other, you're legally responsible for their well-being. And if one of them decides to stab another one and like kill him or something like insane like that, it would be on me if I wasn't there, because theoretically if I was there, I'd be able to manage the situation and make sure no one gets stabbed or accidentally hurts themselves because they're silly children and do silly things. Like, it was a day for sure. Ew. That's disgusting. Wait, Acid, are your books in Finnish? Or did you just buy them in Finland but they're in another language? I would love to learn car stuff. Yeah, like, see, it was a productive day, right? Like, I did so much work, which is great. And I'm supposed to like congratulate myself for surviving it or whatever, but
Congratulations.
Thank you. But still, it's like, why? Good karma? Yeah. The only thing I don't like about today is that on October 8th, I was supposed to do something, and today one of my bosses was like, hey, can you like do that or hurry up and hand it in? And I haven't started yet. I'm just like, that's gonna be a lot of work. But there's been no time. You gonna translate the whole book? Let's go. You can probably find the English version online, like download torrent for free. Toe to flow. Okay, yeah. So I went to problem solving mode when I got that email, Rob, and I was like, okay, what if I remind her or alert her to the fact that we as a faculty have had 0 time allotted to do this task. So asking us to just magically have it done is unreasonable. And then to follow up and ask for time to do it, like specific time. Like, instead of having a meeting about some bullshit, cancel the meeting and write an email about it so we get to learn the information we're supposed to learn, but then give us the time that was supposed to be a meeting to do the task that she wants me to do, or all of us to do, you know? But she's not a boss I'm close with, and I'm just like, shit. I don't know if I can actually be reasonable with her. Some bosses are like, oh yeah, totally, that's a great idea, and they'll just roll with it. And then some bosses are like, how dare you insolent, stupid professor. No. I don't know why the mean ones are British, but they are. Yeah. That's kind of why I didn't say anything. I'm just like, I guess I'll try and do it tonight, like after dinner or something. It's stupid. And like the hard part is, so it's this teacher project, right? You have to write a proposal to explain what your project you plan to do during the school year. And it's a different one every year, right? And some years it's the project version, and some years it's just the boss comes and watch you teach a few times and then takes notes, and then you get graded based on some rubric where they say you do a good job or you're a shitty teacher. And if you pass, then it's fine. And if you don't pass, then you get put on probation. And if you don't pass again, you get fired. But this year I'm on the project version, and the project that you can do by yourself, you can work with someone else, or you can do some really complicated thing that I'm not going to bother to explain. And obviously, I chose to not do the complicated one. And my colleague, the Latin teacher, was like, yo, can we do the project together? I don't like these things and you're good at your job. So I was like, cool. Yeah, let's do that, because we teach similar courses. And I literally have not seen him more than twice since August. We're so busy and overbooked with like meetings and weird shit, and don't have schedules that line up, where like now that we said we're gonna work together, it's seemingly impossible to actually do that. So I think I'm kind of fucked. I might text him tonight and be like, yeah, remember I said we were gonna work together? It's not gonna happen. And that's like probably the worst thing I could say, because his wife is super pregnant and he's got housing issues with like his apartment complex. Like, I probably should just suck it up and say we'll work together. But if we do work together, I'm probably gonna have to do all the work, which I'm fine with, because if you do the individual version, you do all the work anyways. But like, I don't know what to do. No, he's not like that. He's a really good guy. He's just kind of out of it right now because he's got a lot of stuff going on. So I don't mind helping him out, but like, it doesn't seem right to do a project where we are supposed to collaborate. He probably has things he wants to input, you know, and add his expertise. But if we don't have the opportunity to collaborate, then it's like, well, what do we do? I know that like the internet exists and we could do like a Google Doc, but some of it requires discussing like philosophies and stuff, and like psychology and different education psychology we've learned, and like linguistics and stuff. Like, it's not just something you can just quick type up. Like, oh yeah, I'll write the first paragraph and you write the next one. Like, it's more complicated than that. You mean British? I see you, acid. I don't know where that came from. Just angry people are British. That makes me not want to listen to them. I don't know. I'll get through it somehow. I don't have a plan yet. Basically, the project, it's something like design resources or invent a way to be a better teacher than you already are, or something. Like, I don't remember the exact wording, but I have to like create resources or write a philosophy that will influence my teaching. So like, if it's something I have or do already, that doesn't count. So nice. I got water. In my favorite mug. One of my favorite mugs. Look at this. Look at this. Hey. Hashtag Derp Squad. Got the Buckethead mug. I fucking love this. This is like true nerd. Right here. I actually have a mug with my own emote on it. This is word. No, that's English. Is it 2 S's? That's wrong. Alright. Read the advertisement, then decide if the statements are true or false. L'advertisement. Keep it simple. Vrai ou faux? Keep it simple. Numéro 1. Les cours sont pour quelqu'un qui n'a jamais utilisé... Wait. Mark. I want to copy paste. There we go. Qui n'a jamais utilisé d'ordinateur. This course is for someone who's never used a computer. Numéro 2. Cette école offre des cours depuis 10 ans. This school has been offering courses for 10 years. Dans les cours, on apprend à utiliser une imprimante et accent mark. Let's go. Et un graveur. In this course, you learn how to use a printer and a CD burner. On apprend à utiliser beaucoup de logiciels différents dans les cours. You learn how to use a lot of different programs in these courses. Last question. On peut suivre des cours les jours après 7 heures du soir. Oops. You can take these classes every day after 7 in the evening. Okay. Let's put in the ad now. We'll put it in a box so it stands out a bit. Like so. Yeah. Title. Cours informatique pour adultes. Computer class for adults. Avez-vous l'impression que les ordinateurs vous contrôlez? Mark, please. There we go. What? Vous contrôle. Perdez-vous patience chaque fois que vous naviguez l'Internet? Alors, do you feel like computers are controlling you? Are you losing your patience every time you browse the internet? Alors, venez suivre nos cours. So, come take our classes. Il y a 10 ans que nous offrons 5 cours d'informatique. Excellent. So, come take our classes. It's been 10 years since we've offered 5 excellent computers classes. Yikes. Nous pouvons vous expliquer comment Accent mark, accent mark. Where? Démarrer l'ordinateur. Sans problème. Accent mark. Utiliser le clavier et la souris. Ouvrir une session. You know what they don't teach? I'm listing out all the things that they're teaching in these courses, right? We can explain to you how to start up your computer without a problem, use a keyboard and mouse, start a session, naviguer sur un site web, navigate on a website, télécharger des documents, download documents, graver des CD et des DVD, write or burn CDs and DVDs, et imprimer vos documents. And print your docs. This is so outdated. I swear to God, I spend so much time trying to educate my grandparents who are a little behind on using computers. Not with any of this shit. Like literally none of this. It's all about cybersecurity and how to not talk to strangers on the internet about your private life. Or like how to not let the computer take over your world. Like I go to hang out with some of my family members who are in the generation above me, like one generation up, and they'll be chilling on their phone. Like I never see these people, and I'll go hang out with them being like, oh, it'll be good to see you, how have you been? But no, we'll just hang out while they browse the internet and look at memes. I feel like I'm talking to my like teenage classes. Like I don't know, it makes sense because they weren't raised with smartphones and shit, but like that's something we definitely need to talk about. Some people just really haven't figured out, like, I guess the nuances that come with technology and like behavioral stuff that goes with, not just like what to click on and where the settings are. Nous ouvrons nos portes. Oups, portes. À 7 heures. Tous les soirs. Suivez des cours individuels. Oups, individuels. Ou en groupe. No, that's not a thing. I'm gonna get rid of web. People don't say that. Suivez des cours individuels ou en groupe. À la fin du cours, c'est vous qui allez contrôler la machine. This is like insulting. At the end of the class, it's gonna be you who's in control of the machine. Like, okay. Alright. Let's just center this. How's that look? That looks like shit. Alright, format it later. Alright, this is one thing that I can find being useful, right? Because in this case, they have reading proficiency, they're showing their comprehension. That's worthwhile. It's actually a skill. Whereas these other ones where it's like fill in the blank with a word, either from this box that's full of completely random words, or from your own memory. Hopefully you just know everything on the list. Memorized. Those are not skills for language learning. skills for memorization. So this one reading practice is going to be something I keep for sure. I'm trying to think of something that they can do where it's like actual writing practice. I think I'll just give them like short answer stuff. Like recently we practiced how to say like since when or it's been such and such amount of time. I'll ask them questions about that, like little interview questions. Répondre aux questions. En phrase complète. Accent mark. Ok. Numéro 1. Depuis combien de temps est-ce que tu sais utiliser un ordinateur? Since when do you know how to use a computer? They would say something like, oh, I've known how to use a computer since however many years it's been, or days, or hours, months. They might say, since COVID. Il y a combien de temps que tu connais ta prof de français? How long has it been since you knew/met your French teacher? I know the answer to that. It's level 3. 2.5 years? 2 years and change? Let's just do those two. Listen to each of the following students express his or her frustration, then choose a response that indicates what each student is frustrated about. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see. I wonder if I can find this. I'm gonna take this off screen just in case. I don't wanna accidentally stream like personal information. Okay. So what am I looking for? The listening activity. Alright, so the textbook is called Bien dit. This is the second one called Bien dit bleu. All the computer stuff comes from Chapitre 4, 4th chapter. Application 2. Alright, I don't know if this is it. I'm gonna play some audio. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Application 2, Activité A. Listen to each of the following students express his or her frustration. Then, choose the response that indicates what each student is frustrated about. 1.
Ça fait 4 fois que j'ouvre une session et l'ordinateur se plante. Je ne vais jamais finir mes recherches si ça continue.
2.
Il est 8 heures. La salle d'informatique n'ouvre qu'à 8h15. Je ne sais pas quoi faire. Je dois finir un travail, mais j'ai cours maintenant.
3.
Mes copains et moi, nous suivons le cours d'informatique. Tout va de travers depuis que nous sommes dans ce cours. On ne comprend pas les ordinateurs et les devoirs sont trop compliqués.
4.
Comment est-ce qu'on fait pour trouver l'accueil de ce site? J'ai cliqué démarrage plusieurs fois, mais rien ne se passe. Ça m'énerve.
5.
Je veux graver des CD, mais je n'arrive pas à télécharger de la musique. Savez-vous comment faire ça? Est-ce qu'il faut un logiciel spécial?
Wait, didn't it stop at number 4? Or was that 5? Wait. Oh no. Can I just play the end of
Je
it?
n'arrive pas.
Nerve!
5.
Oh no, she said 5. Okay, I thought she said 4. I was like, bitch, where's the 5th question? Okay. Numéro 1. 5. Like this. For continuity's sake. Okay. I gotta add a 6th one. So if you're doing a standardized test like this where it's like traditional pencil and paper exam, you need to have, for multiple choice, you need to have, or matching, for specifically matching like this, I'm gonna make over here like options students can pick from. Like here, this is option A. They'll put it in any one of these blanks, but option A says navigating a website was the problem. Whatever the person in the audio was complaining about, that was the topic, right? But there's 5 questions. So if I have A, B, C, D, and then E, like this, let's say the student puts B in the wrong place and there's only 5 questions and 5 options. If they put B in the wrong place, that means whatever was supposed to be B is something else. So anytime a student gets one answer wrong, they're guaranteed to get 2 answers wrong. And if a standardized exam says 1 question is 1 point, then just doing the simple activity, the student, if they mess up at all, is guaranteed to lose at least 2 points for 1 mistake. That's bad test making. And like actual American publishers made this with only 5 options. So I'm gonna have to make up another one, which will hopefully not throw the students off, but just potentially mediate that issue where, like, you know, if there's a 6th possible answer, that means one of the answers will be like a fake one, but you won't have that issue that's guaranteeing students put the wrong answer and then definitely have 2 wrong ones. Like they might just put, like, if F is the fake one, let's say, and they use F in one of their responses, you know, then they'll only have possibly 1 wrong answer as opposed to 2. It's the simple things. Most people don't think of this shit, but like it really does matter. Because you can fuck over some people like that. Like, what if that 1 point is the difference between, like, I don't know, what's considered proficiency or average or above average, right? I don't know. I definitely talk too much, but my job to think about these things. Comment télécharger de la musique? Le cours d'informatique. Add one here. Un ordinateur. L'horaire de la salle d'informatique. All right, I forget what they were complaining about already, so I'll have to make a dud and then listen to it again. Talk about printing a document, starting or turning off computer. That's like the American. Taper sur un clavier. Hmm. Huh. That's who just left the house and I have no idea where he is. Or is still here. What? Where's this word? Control. Computers quiz. I'll have to remember not to make it too long. So it's gonna be listening, reading, writing, super short writing. I should add maybe one more writing thing. We'll probably skip speaking too, cause I don't feel like doing interviews with them. Where's the listening activity? Where did I just put that? Oh, it's over here. Share. Anyone with the link can view. Copy link. Save. Put link here. Bloop. Bloop. Yes. All right. All right. Information about computers. Information about computers. Information about time expression. I think there was like one other thing that'd be good. All right, I'm looking at this one activity. It's really cool. It's kind of relevant to what the kids are doing now, like with COVID and doing like online learning and stuff. This says high school is at a distance, which is what they call online schools. Young People's Journal, Young People's Newspaper. It's been over 20 years that we regularly use computers in high school. Use them for writing essays and doing research online. But now it's possible to use them to create virtual high school. Yes, there are students who take their courses without ever leaving the house. They turn on their computer, open a new session, and take their courses in their bedrooms. Learn their courses in their bedrooms, from their bedrooms. They download the homework or activities and they do research online. The house transforms itself into a high school. The recess, it's the yard, the garden, the lab, and the cafeteria, that's the kitchen, and the nurse's office, that's mom. Uh-oh. That's a little sexist. Nothing is impossible. Students even do their quizzes on a computer, and nearly immediately they can know whether they have succeeded or failed them, passed or failed them. Without a doubt, a virtual high school offers a lot of advantages, but I ask myself if these students are not too isolated. Nobody likes being alone all the time. What do you think of this? That's kind of a cool article. I feel like that's super relevant right now. It's a lot of reading though. It's like a big fat paragraph. It's bigger than the advertisement for computer classes for adults. It says, read the text above and complete the following statements. And it's in French. The computer is something used in high school since blank. And you have to find, they said, 20 years. Today, it's possible to take a course blank. You're supposed to say online. In these circumstances, the kitchen turns itself into blank. And you have to say, the lab and the cafeteria. So, okay, the reading is really interesting, but I don't really like the activity that goes with. There's another one that says, answer the following question using complete sentences in French or English. D'après toi, quels sont les avantages et les désavantages des lycées virtuels? According to you, or in your opinion, what are the advantages and disadvantages of virtual high schools? I think that could be a good way to incorporate writing. Because it's open-ended. Students can say whatever the hell they want, and they can use as much vocabulary as they are able and express things using what they've been learning. And then the lower level students will just be like, it is good. I like it. I don't like it. It is bad. But at least it reinforces old stuff. Okay. So that's the last thing. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have activité 1, activité B, activité C. Move this over. And then activité D is the last one. Yeah, boy! I thought I'd be doing this all night. But it's not that bad. Alright. Activity D is gonna go on the back. I know it. D'après toi, quels sont les avantages? There's the accent. Et les... Ah! Oh yeah, I copied and pasted the link. I need the accent mark. Des désavantages des lycées virtuels. Écrit en français en phrase complète. Write in French in complete sentences what you think. Avec le vocabulaire. No. Take it out. I'm gonna put a rubric on this one too, because writing is scary. Alright, so... Articular. Les lycées à distance. Robert Gauthier. Journal des jeunes. Oh, hello there. Hey, Tony. What's going on? Don't mind me. I'm just doing some bilingual shit right now. I'm a little behind on my work, so I took it home with me. I'm making a quiz right now. I'm almost done. Actually, this is kind of a cool unit. I don't like how it's taught, like with the textbook that we have, so I've been trying to make it more interesting every year. It still has a long way to go, but this one's all about technology and like computers and stuff, so that's kind of cool. You just chilling? Oh, dude, I love it. Just chilling is like one of the best possible things you could probably be doing right now. No stress, no work. That's awesome. Congratulations on achieving just chillin'. Hey!
22. Boom. Just thought you ought to know. P less than 3.
Oh, Zarknor, thank you so much for the 22-month sub. And now I know. That's so sweet. Thank you. How are you guys doing? I'm just eating a little clementine, making my French quiz. Almost done. I have one more task, but I'll probably do it after stream. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm definitely in the realm of having a good day. It's definitely a long day, though. Wow, 22 months. And we've probably known each other for some time, too. Holy shit. It really flies by. Alright, I'm gonna add a little article here before the stuff underneath. And then lines underneath, so kids have some guidelines. Ça fait plus de 20 ans qu'on utilise régulièrement. Accent mark, please. Thank you. Les ordinateurs. It's been 30 years that we've been using computers in high schools. Nous les utilisons pour écrire des compositions. We use them for writing essays et faire des recherches sur Internet. Doing internet research. Mais maintenant, non, can't spell. Il est possible de les utiliser pour créer un lycée virtuel. This makes me think of like back when Zarknor's daughter was going to university and like they started doing hybrid, right? He was telling me some of her classes were in person, even though most classes were doing either like virtual or a hybrid where it's like sometimes you come in but most of the time you don't. And there was this one course where the professor was forcing her to go in person, but all of the other classes were online or something. Or it could have been the reverse, but she like couldn't get there in time because of the schedule for all her other classes, and like where on campus there was Wi-Fi. It was a complete chaos. I'm not saying this just because Zarknor popped up, but it's making me think of that because I'm writing about whether like virtual schools are beneficial for students and like what that does and like the kind of constraints that you deal with logistically just to be able to go to school. Like being able to stay in your house, in your bedroom is nice. It's comfy. You possibly don't even have to get fully dressed, right? For students that have like mobility issues, like that could be great. Or like social, emotional issues, still great for them too. But like all of the things you have to give up, like all the interactions that are helpful, private conversations, like all of those things go away because everything's in an email or on a screen, like everything's recorded. And then like Zarknor's daughter who went to university last year, it was like just trying to get internet, like reliable internet was an issue. Like trying to run around campus for the live courses, but then find a spot where you can go and be present in like the online courses. I think one of her teachers yelled at her because it was like there was stuff in the background, but she was literally in public taking the class. Like there's nowhere else to go. The shit that you have to think about just to be able to survive online learning is just like, it's so new, I guess. Makes me wonder 20 years from now, what's it gonna look like? Because I'm sure it'll be much more refined, better managed, more easily managed, but since it's still in like early years, online learning kind of sucks. I liked online teaching, kind of, but there's definitely tons of drawbacks. Shit, I lost my spot. Ok, found it. Oui, il y a des élèves qui suivent tout leur cours sans jamais quitter la maison. Accent marks, thank you. Ils démarrent leurs ordinateurs, ouvrent une session et suivent. Why did you change that word? Dang Google. Yo, Google French sucks. Google Translate is still garbage. Years later. Just try to autocorrect some shit. And it's not even right. It just changed the word follow to often. How is that supposed to make sense? Ugh. Suivent la cour dans leur chambre. Ils téléchargent. Okay, I also like this activity for another reason. It brings back old vocabulary. Not to punish the kids, to be like, oh, caught you, gotta remember the old stuff, but like students know these words, like the word for bedroom. In French 2 last year, they specifically learned about all the places in the house. And before that, we started with just the bedroom. Like, what are the furniture pieces you have in there? How do you decorate your bedroom? Like, do you share your bedroom with other people? You know, we kind of talked about like cultural stuff related to it. Like, what do people in other countries tend to do? Whereas like a lot of like, what's the word? I don't want to say American because there's so many different cultures. But like even like depending on the class that you're in, like middle class and upper class America will say, like white America will prefer typically that young people get their own bedroom for their privacy, whereas like, you know, lower SES people tend to share for all different kinds of reasons. So it's interesting, like we talk about that in the 2nd year of French. So like saying, oh, you take your class from your bedroom, they'll be like, oh, bedroom, you know, kind of bringing back that old knowledge and like reactivating awareness of that. And then like, you know, the upper level kids who kind of know what they're doing and can like express themselves more will be able to, when they answer this question, according to you, what are the advantages and disadvantages, you know, they'll be able to say like, I love my bedroom, my bed, I have a big bed, or whatever, describe their room a little bit and say like, that would be a reason why it's an advantage to go to online school, you know? Hey, Cora. Here. Come on. Come on, let's go. Cora, come. Over here. She's stressed out because Setsu's out. There we go. Ok. Ils téléchargent les devoirs et ils font des recherches sur internet. There's so many errors in this. I'm kind of glad that I'm typing everything out again, because like if I gave out all these activities, the students would just be miserable for one. But picking and choosing from a couple of the better ones, better. But as I'm retyping this, I'm actually not typing it exactly how it is in the book. Like it's actually wrong in a couple of places, and even inconsistent. Like in some places they type it out or it's written out correctly, and in other places the very same thing has errors, like the spelling of a word or like a grammar thing. It's weird. Okay. La maison se transforme en lycée. I'm also going to change the part where it says the nurse's mom. I'm going to say a parent. La cour de récré. Because, like, not everyone has a mom, you know? Like, yeah. Definitely everyone needed one to be born, but, like, you know. Not everyone needs to relive the fact that they lost their mother or don't have a mother or whatever problem and baggage they have just because the stupid book says if you go to virtual school, your nurse is going to be your mother. C'est le jardin. Le laboratoire et la cantine, c'est la cuisine et l'infirmier, c'est un parent. Rien n'est impossible. Les élèves même. There we go. Almost done, guys. Boop. Les interros sur l'ordinateur et presque immédiatement ils peuvent savoir si ils ont réussi ou si ils ont raté. Oof. Getting tired. Sans doute. Un lycée virtuel offre beaucoup d'avantages. Mais je me demande si les élèves ne sont pas trop isolés. Personne n'aime être seul tout le temps. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez? Oh my goodness. Typed it up. We're done here. This is wrong. Come on, Google. No, how do I mark as wrong? This is wrong. Because personne is feminine. And seul also needs to be feminine so that they match. If you take off the E, Google is wrong. Okay. So, let's do this. Je m'appelle blank. Period blank. What period do you have in my class? Okay, and then make everything have wider spaces. Yeah, there we go. Now they can like have room to write on shit. Insert page break here. Yeah, boy. Oh. I will make these guys double spaced. There we go. Maybe 1 or 2 more lines. 3? No, 2. Okay. We'll do this. We'll make this look like a different text, so that's hard to read. I want it to be a different text. So it looks like it's printed in a newspaper or something. Oh, no, that's terrible. But not so different that it's either hard to read or looks like shit. That looks like shit, but looks like it's typed in an article. Alright, Courier New. Let's make it match. There we go. It's so ugly. Oh my. Oh, and it takes up more space? Alrighty. There we go. And I need to title this. Control. Accent mark. La technologie. Pensez-toi. You know what? I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna put it down here. Bloop. I'm gonna put it over there. I'm gonna make it small. There we go. Am I done? Is this done? Oh, this is an advertisement. Wait. Should we do a different font? Is this a terrible idea? Ugh. That's not easy to read. Nee. Newspaper clipping. Background? Maybe I'll put on a ripped piece of paper. Like my stream. PNG. Like that? That has a background. Son of a bitch. And it's in English. Oh, come on, man. Give me a ripped piece of paper with no background. Son of a bitch. Why is this so complicated? Dang it. Ripped paper. Come on. Give me the squares. The squares in the background tells you it's a... Oh, that's backwards. These squares tell you that it'll show up as invisible. Seriously? I just need one that doesn't have a white background. It needs the squares for the transparent background. Oh my goodness. Ah, here's one. Copy image. Quiz. Insert. How do I do this? Insert drawing. New. And I do drawing because I want to actually put the text on top of it. And this is the only way you can do this in Google Docs. Alright, and then we'll make this just about as large as the paper is. And then increase the font size. Bloop. And then this one will be even bigger. This one be smaller. How's that? Hey! Now you can tell it's an ad. Alright, delete this shitty ass table. Bye! And then I'll just make it a little smaller. Just a little bit. Like that. And put it in the middle. Yes! Look, I got skills. That's basically Photoshop right there. Let's do an indent though. Yeah. Okay, wait. One more indent. Paragraph 2. Bloop. Yeah. Alright, so we did a listening, then we're going to do a reading, then we're going to do can you use this grammar thing that's super short, just make 2 sentences that have to do with the grammar thing we learned, and then write stuff. Oh, I didn't put the rubric there. Shit! I forgot the rubric, guys! God damn it. Okay, wait. We shall add the rubric, not to worry. Which means we're gonna condense things again. Hang on a minute. Alright, so this is actually gonna be a less, because you only need to put a V or an F. You really don't need that much space. And then take out some space there. Take out some space here. We want number 2 to be up on the first page. Okay, okay. Because then I'll have room at the bottom for the rubric. In the ass. Make this a little smaller. There we go. Okay. Rubric. Gotta find the rubric. I'm gonna pull this over here though, because I don't know. Where my personal information is and where it isn't. Ugh. Okay. I swear to God, once I find this rubric, we'll be done. The stream's done. Cause food. And I also have no idea where Setsu is right now. Still. I have to find him. Alright. Wait a minute. Gotta find my rubric. I'm looking at my second screen. What am I doing? Speaking rubric. No. Writing rubric. Probably. This is for level 3 kids. They should probably have the intermediate level rubric. However, they're really low. So I'm gonna just stick with the beginner rubric instead. Since they're gonna struggle a bit. Dang it! It almost fits. Damn. Oh, this is kind of ugly. But it's okay. It doesn't have to look perfect. This is the first version. I can always edit them. You know what? And I can just put the shit for how many points it is right here. 4 times 3 is 12. Good test making usually tells the students what to expect. Oh, redo is broken? Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna do like this. Leave this at the bottom. Say it's 12 points. I'll circle it. They'll be able to count how many points. And then, let's see. This is gonna be 5 points. Because there are 5 true or false. This is gonna be 5 points because there's 5 questions. I'm gonna make everything 10. Insert break. Oh, except for this. I did not mean to make this 10. This is supposed to be 8. Yeah. I'm breaking shit. Oh my god, Setsu's home. Setsu!
Me too.
Where'd you go? Ah, I see.
Stop following me.
I'm just about to end stream. I'm just finishing up what I started. And then we good. Okay. Let's see. Alright, that's 5 points, that's 5 points. So 5, 10 plus 12 is 22. 8 points. So it'll be 30 points. There. I did it. It's done. French quiz done. And a day early, too. The quiz is not gonna be till Thursday. I'm probably gonna put this online. Because there's a girl that said she's doing like volleyball or something and she won't be able to come to the quiz day. I don't know, something like that. But it's nice to have this all done. Man, that was a crazy ass stream. I did not expect to have the conversations we did. We talked about textbooks, like what's a good textbook to have versus what's a shitty textbook to have. We talked about German pronunciation. We talked about French pronunciation with the letter R's. Holy shit. Lots of ranting involved. You know what? You're a crazy ass stream. Big Dad, it's good to see you. Booger stream? I didn't pick my nose. What are you talking about? How you doing? You alright? You making it? I saw you get like free muffins or something at work. You don't have to share since no one else comes in. Use it to your advantage, dude. Tired? Yeah, me too. I'm kind of burnt. You know, I just had therapy today and my person was like, you just gotta find a way to get through it. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. But I hope you're giving yourself time to like relax and enjoy your life and like be with your baby and hopefully have time away from your baby to be yourself. You know, like just be human. Big Dad Industries. Wow. All right. Wait, do I follow that already? I'm gonna take a look. Apparently my computer won't copy paste. Let me type that in real quick. Twitch.tv Big Dad Industries. I feel like I saw your friend. I love it. It's the top of your head. Bye, Jello. Love you. Oh, I'm not following Big Dad Industries. Big Dad Industries is here to bring you weird stuff, TTRPG content mostly. Some video games I like, maybe. Alright, I'm down. Xeno made it. Oh, okay, it's new. I swear you had like another account, or maybe you were like on a friend stream. I'm getting myself mixed up. Yeah, I really like their design that Xena made. That's really fucking cool. Dig it, Daddy-o. I'm gonna hop off stream and have late dinner with Setsu. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Good sleep tonight. Rest up. I'll see if I can pop over to your stream tonight. You show up on RPG streams? Alright, dig it. Good night. Thanks everyone for watching. Till next time. Bye.